Welcome to NFL World where NFL starts and ends. I'm your host Jacob, and when we get to the NFL, the first matchup being the Philadelphia Eagles and New York Giants. This game is a little interesting, not because of who the teams are playing, but more or less, if you're the Eagles, you play the Giants. Next week, you have the Vikings, who are coming off a bye week, and then you got the Giants again. And the Eagles do this not just once, but they do it twice. Oddly enough, they do the Giants twice in 3 weeks. And then at the end of the year, they do the Commanders twice in 3 weeks, which kind of surprised the NFL did it that way, but it makes it kind of interesting too. The Eagles are coming off a really bad game against the Broncos where they didn't play well in the fourth quarter. We all know that. They've had times where they've really struggled in the second half of games, in the first half of games. It's never been the exact same, except in this game against Denver where they were really bad. They had one touchdown in the last 8 drives. Denver scored 18 in the fourth quarter, winning the game. You have Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown fighting for the same football, and it looks like A.J. knocked the ball away from Devontae. It was just a weird game, just a strange game entirely. As the Eagles are going into this game against the Giants, who have had in the game against the Saints, and I believe they're like the next 5 drives. They were so bad. And it was fumbles. There was one fumble where Jackson Dart is running and he just loses the grip of the football. There's one of Cam Scatterboot just runs and he fumbles the football. And it's returned for a touchdown. Like there's another one of Darius Slayton. He catches the football, he runs and he fumbles. These are things that cannot happen. And they were one after another after another. It was almost hysterical the way it was going. There was no other way to describe it. You just had to laugh. And the Giants, there's going to be no Darius Slayton tonight for the Thursday night game. So you're down another wide receiver. Tyrone Tracy's expected to go, which is good. But he's out for the year. Now no Darius Slayton. Your best receiver is Wan'Dale Robinson. And that was probably before Darius Slayton got hurt or not playing. But that's still a problem if you're the Giants. And even though you haven't played great, you've been in games somewhat. The Eagles, they haven't played great, but they've been winning games. They just didn't beat Denver. So I have the Eagles winning 7.5. Maybe not. It's going to be a weird Thursday night. Games are weird. They're just very weird. They're either extreme blowouts or very close games for no reason. Give me the Eagles in this game 28-14. That's my score. 28-14. The next game we got here is the Dallas Cowboys at the Carolina Panthers. Dallas Cowboys get another 1 o'clock game, back-to-back 1 o'clock game. On the road in Carolina. Carolina's getting +3. Carolina has been really good at home. They had that great game against Atlanta where they won 30-0. They had that game against Miami where they come back down 17. They end up scoring I think it was 27 straight points or something like that. It was an unbelievable performance by them. Dallas, also coming off a win against the Jets, played really well. I think this game has to be won in the trenches for both sides. Let's start with the Panthers' defensive line. They were good against my offense. This Cowboys offensive line has been all over the place because they've had to put so many different guys in. They played the Jets and they had 4 backup offensive linemen and 1. And you didn't even know they had 4 backups until you actually heard it. Because that's how much they were overpowering the Jets. In this game against the Panthers, you have to dominate. this offensive line if it's that makeshift. If it's not, and the Cowboys do get Tyler Guyton, Tyler Smith, Tyler Booker, they all play in this game, it's going to be harder to do, but you have to be able to force Dak to make some plays with his legs, because that's the only way you're going to win. George Pickens has been lights out. I know he only had about 2 or 3 catches against Sauce Gardner, but he was actually moving the ball well. He caught a big time touchdown. The run game from Dallas has been really good. Their defense has been really good. They've been moving the ball if you are the Carolina Panthers. If you're the Cowboys, you had a great showing on your pass rush against the Jets. You had 5 sacks. You only had 5 sacks all year. You had 5 sacks in that game. So that was the one game. And Rico Dowdle coming off a career performance, 206 rushing yards. You cannot afford for that to happen. You want to put the Panthers away, you have to be able to go after the Carolina Panthers. You have to go after Bryce Young. He's not as mobile as Justin Fields, but he can move around him and get after him. You got to force him to have to, like, if the quick passing game isn't there, they haven't been good this year, attack him quickly. Get him down as fast as you can, get pressure, stop the run game. Also, don't let them hit big shots. They've not been able to really hit the deep ball consistently. Make sure they can't. You will win this game. With all that being said, give me the Cowboys to win. I think Dak keeps up on his pace that he's been doing. The run game still will look really good. And I think defensively, Dallas, I just trust them more than I trust Carolina at this point. Dallas wins, but it's going to be a similar game. Dallas will have like 28, 30 points. Carolina will be down and kind of war back a little bit like they did last week. They just won't win. I have the Cowboys winning 31-20 over the Carolina Panthers. Our next game is the Los Angeles Rams, who are coming off a bad loss against the San Francisco 49ers last Thursday, and the Baltimore Ravens, who are coming off a really bad loss to Houston, Texas. In doubt, there is real likelihood of him playing, but it's in doubt for now. So it means it's going to be Cooper Rush. I have not liked how the Ravens have played. Their defense has been bad. Their offense has been really bad. I don't like how Cooper Rush has played. Like, every Cowboys fan can tell you this. He's not been very good. The Rams shot themselves in the foot multiple times against the 49ers. So give me the Rams. They win this game. I know the Ravens are getting +7. They're going to win. The Rams are going to win by more than that. I think if you're the Ravens, you really hope that Lamar Jackson gets back soon. Because the Rams win big time. Very similar score to last week's Ravens game. 40 Rams. Next game, the New England Patriots against the New Orleans Saints. Saints coming off their first win of the season. And it was a first Kellen Moore win, first win for Spencer Rattler in the NFL. So congratulations to both of those guys. The New England Patriots, big time win over the Buffalo Bills in Orchard Park, New York. The Saints are getting +3.5. This game, this last game, because you don't want a letdown game. You came off a big win against the Buffalo Bills, a game many of us, including myself, did not see you winning. You won. But you also have to go against the Saints, which are not as good of a team, but you can't overlook them. They've played really well. In that game against the Giants, they played well. You can't, as a team, you cannot do that. Don't overlook them. That's one. The second is allow Raheed Shaheed to gash you the entire game. You can't do it. You cannot let him go deep because I don't know if you really have the secondary forces to be able to deal with that kind of speed. With all that Patriots, they win this game. It's going to be a strange game, I think, but the Patriots win. Give me 28-20. Our next game is the Detroit Lions on the road into Kansas City. Let's first begin with the Lions. They've won the last 4 games. They started 0-1, now they're 4-1. They've played really good football. And it looks like the Lions of 2023 and 2024. They've been awesome. They're running the football. They're using play action game. Jared Goff looked really good. They are moving in an efficient way, and their defense is playing very well. Like, those are all the recipes for success. If you're the Chiefs, on the other hand, I've been extremely disappointed with this offense, absolutely, but they haven't been very good on offense the last year. Really disappointed, though, about this defense. Disappointed and disheartened. This does not look like a Steve Spagnuolo defense. They are not fundamentally sound. They're making bad mistakes. And it's every week there's a bad mistake. It's multiple mistakes. They can't really stop the run. They're having a hard time to deal with the scrambling quarterback. They're having a hard time to stay in coverage, even though their coverage has been decent as of late. They got dominated by the Jacksonville Jaguars, making dumb mistakes. And like we had said on Tuesday's show, where it feels like that offense can't make a mistake because their defense won't be able to help their offense out. That feels like all the time. Their defense has not been good. They can't get pressure consistently. They're hoping they have their linebackers rally to the football, which is fine, but they struggle to get pressure. They really struggled in that department. And it's something that has to get better because, again, you can't struggle like that. You have to find a way to get pressure. I'm disappointed in how they've played. I know Mahomes kind of was frustrating calling out people. I get it. You're favored by 2.5 in this game. I don't know why. I have the Lions winning this game. It's going to be one of those games of just the Lions are going to go crazy. They're going to be really good. My score is 35-14 Lions. Final game, Monday Night Football. There's 2 Monday Night Football games this week. We get the first one. Buffalo Bills on the road getting plus 4.5. The Falcons are getting plus 4.5. The Bills have not played great as of late, but they've been decent. They're decent. They just have to be better. Better needs to be better, and they got to be better. They've played against the Saints. Positive things in the red zone. It's too much pressure on this defense, which the last couple of weeks have not had at all of it. They had met Milano, but he kind of got banged up again. It seems like we're at the end of this, and that's getting really sad. But Atlanta has also not played standing. They've played okay. And the reason they've played only okay is because it's rolling up and down. And they're trying to battle, and it's just not going well. So with all that being said, it's going to be a weird game because it's always going to be a weird game. But I got the Bills winning this 31-20. It's just going to be a strange game, though, at the end. I just have that kind of feeling. But let me know in the comments who you have winning this week. Know in the comments who you have winning this week. And let me know, is this just going to be the Bills season where we're going to have a couple great games in the beginning and then just completely stink for like 2 weeks and then come back? I have no idea, but it feels like it's going this way. But let me know in the comments. For NFL World, I'm Jacob Hubert. Out.